think we want to do calculus. Let's go back to pre-calc here. All right. So possible rational roots for this. So out of 14, it's plus or minus 1, 2, 7, and 14 are factors of 14. Factors of x cubed are just 1. So if we put these over each other, it's plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 7, and plus or minus 14. Okay? Get that? Okay? Which are the rational roots of that? Well, then we do synthetic division. So we try a 1 first, because, you basically always try 1 first. So 1 gives us 1, 6, whoops, 1, not 6, 1, 7, 7, negative 2, negative 2. That didn't work. Should we cheat really quick? Graphing calculator, help us out. Let's figure out about where this is. Oop, went down too far. VTI. There we are. All right, so if we graph this, y equals, turn our plots off, because that was the other day we were playing with plots. So make sure they're turned off when you're doing regular graphing. Okay, so it's x cubed plus 6x squared minus 9x minus 14. If we graph that, let's go zoom 6 so we get back to our 10 by 10 window. It looks like negative 1 and 2 are both roots, and then like negative 7. So let's try a negative 1, see if it works. Negative 1 times 1 is negative 1, gives us 5, gives us negative 5, gives us negative 14, gives us 14, gives us 0. That worked. Once we get down to here, this is x squared, 5x, and minus 14, right? Well, this is very easily factorable. Then we don't have to worry about synthetic division. We just factor this. X and x, plus and minus. We said, well, it looks like a negative 7 works, okay? But actually, the 7 has to go with the plus. So then 7 times 2 is 14, and that goes with the minus. So our roots are negative 7, positive 2, and negative 1, which is that one. Okay? Rational roots theorem to help us solve equations. Okay? If it's 50 and 10, there's a lot of possibilities, isn't there? Okay? It's not this one, and it's not this one because we need the plus or minuses. Okay? I need a 50. This one doesn't have 50, so I know all of a sudden it's this one. To find all of the rational zeros for this, I would graph it, have a pretty good idea which one of these works, and use that. I'm not going to do that one because that's going to take a little too long. And I want you guys to use your time wisely in here. Okay? So, which one should we do? Let's look at this one. Okay? So looking at this one, factors of 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. So synthetic division, start at 1, and we go 1, negative 5, negative 8, 10, and 12. So we drop down the 1. 1 times 1 is 1, gives us negative 4. Negative 4 gives us negative 12. Negative 12 gives me negative 12 and negative 2, and that's not going to work. If I graph it to cheat, x raised to the 4th minus, delete, minus 5x raised to the 3rd minus 8x raised to the 2nd plus 10x plus 12. 10x, Mr. Bierschbach. 10x plus 12. If we graph that, looks like we cross that like a 1.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like we cross at 6. Looks like we might cross at -1. So let's try -1. -1 gives me a -1, which is a -6, which is a +6, which is a -2, which is a +2, which is a +12, which is a -12, which is 0, and that checks. So -1 is a root. It also looked like +6 was a root. So if we try that, 1, 6, 0, 0, -2, -12, 0. We got our two roots. And now, if this is x to the fourth and this is x to the third, so this is x squared, so I get x squared minus 2 equals 0, x squared equals 2, so x equals positive or negative square root of 2.